Welcome to the WWE Games Universe Experience, the official show of the WWE Games Universe. I'm joined today by Matt Black, also known as Raw of Showtime. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, man. How are you doing?
Not too bad, man. So, NXT. It's kind of an incredible thing in the way that some other promotions were, like, the most talked about in the business, as referenced by Samoa Joe on NXT this week. So NXT's this week. What did you guys think? They started NXT off this week with the Enzo Amore, Big Cass, and Carmella taking on Blake, Alexa, and Murphy. What did you guys think about that six-man tag?
It was all right. It was what it was. I'm just looking forward to the Blake and Murphy title switch. I want Enzo and Cass to hold the titles. So
Yeah, it's quite incredible how like they're also like they're almost like the New Age Outlaws of NXT in the way that like how much the fans have taken to them with their like um, echoing all their mannerisms and their all their mic stuff they do. What do you think about Enzo and Carmella and Cass RJ?
RJ is gone, dude.
RJ has left. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right. So um, we who won that match again? There. Do you remember who won that match?
Enzo and Cass and them won.
Oh, that's right. Big Cass had the awesome hot tag, and then Enzo did the frog splash for the win. The one big thing about that show that really stuck out with me is the Finn Balor video.
Yeah, it was very well done.
I mean, they had some really emotional stuff in that video with Becky Lynch on how if it wasn't for Finn Balor, there'd be no Becky Lynch in WWE. And they showed some clips of him in ICW, and I guess next week we'll see some clips of him
New Japan.
in New Japan. And did he appear anywhere else? No, I think what happened after New Japan, he went back to ICW again for kind of like a goodbye tour. Well, I guess he was in CMLL as well. But yeah, he was largely just in New Japan and in ICW. Um, so from there, we did have a match with Charlotte and Casey Cassidy, which I guess they're calling her Cassie, even though her name is Casey Cassidy. It wasn't too bad of a match for a developmental talent with Charlotte, but I feel like Charlotte I kind of wish she was on the main roster already. I feel like she's kind of been there for like almost too long at this point. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like she's got to come up, man.
Hmm.
Like I don't know what they're waiting on at this point. I feel like they're gonna bring her up to side with Paige against in the feud against the Bellas. So
I saw on Twitter that Paige's mother said she would do it. That would be kind of a cool storyline, huh?
yeah, I doubt they're gonna do that.
Yeah, you're probably right. Um, what else did we have on NXT? Samoa Joe did an interview, which I referenced. And the main thing about that NXT was Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe, first time ever. Pretty sure, and I thought thought they had a pretty good match, even though it did at times favor rest holds a little too much. But what did you think about Joe and Owens for the first time?
Oh, dude, I thought it was awesome, and I'm definitely ready to see more.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to when they actually have like a conclusive winner type of match. But that was NXT. NXT has had some really good shows on live events lately. I really got to see an NXT show soon. Perhaps even before WrestleMania in Dallas. Have you been to an NXT live event yet?
Yeah, I was at the event in San Jose. for WrestleMania weekend. It was phenomenal. It was really, really good.
I heard the GTS with a Tommy was pretty crazy, right?
Crowd exploded, dude. We asked for it and he gave it to us. It was great.
And how about the NXT women? How are they?
They had 2 different matches. They were both out of this world awesome. Sasha and Charlotte delivered as they always do. It was an excellent match. I'm trying to remember. I think the tag match was. I think it was Bayley and Alexa Bliss against Dana Brooke and who was her partner? Probably Becky Lynch. Probably Dana Brooke and Becky Lynch. But yeah, both matches were good. I enjoyed them both.
And one big thing is they actually had the NXT Women main event on one of the nights in Philadelphia.
Yeah, Sasha and Charlotte headlined one of the shows in Philly.
In a city that like needs like the ultimate main event, they were able to get the women in that spot. But I thought from what I heard from that match, Sasha Banks delivered.
No, and she does every single time.
That was probably, was that the 4-way they did
In Philly?
in Philly
No, it was just 1-on-1.
against Charlotte?
Yeah.
Okay, Charlotte. Okay. So they haven't announced an NXT show yet for New York City for SummerSlam,
You know they're going to do one.
but I'm hoping that ends up being actually the Hammerstein Ballroom and not the Manhattan Center.
It's the same damn building, just on a different floor.
Yeah, except I think they'll hold a lot more people in the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think it's something like 9,000 versus about 3,000.
I don't think Hammerstein holds 9,000.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you're probably right. But I know they would probably pack it a lot more than other promotions have in the past.
Ouch. Who you shooting on, Brad?
I don't know.
Damn.
So, I mean, NXT, the big thing is July 4th. We have Kevin Owens and Finn Balor in Japan at a show that's actually not an NXT show. It's actually a live WWE event on the WWE Network. So hopefully there's more to come with live events. But, I mean, I'm not too sure if that'll happen since there's a special Japan show. With presumably there'll be an appearance by Fujinami and of course Tommy will make an appearance even though he's injured currently, and I guess Cena will have a match on that show. Who else is? I guess they're gonna do Lesnar and Kofi Kingston. From what I heard.
That's what's scheduled. I still won't be surprised if that gets changed.
Yeah, I know Lesnar is going to be there because he's going to see a friend in Japan that's sick.
Yeah.
So Lesnar is going to be there, but whether it's Kofi Kingston or not, that's another thing. Perhaps they do a Rollins and Lesnar dark match in Japan, which I don't know. That's probably not very probable because they probably don't want to give that right away on the network. But
yeah, I just looked up the Hammerstein. They hold at max 3,500.
Oh, 35. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
At least it's more than Manhattan. It has to be. It has to be probably 1,000. Probably.
Yeah, I would think it would. I think it's probably still more than the Manhattan Center, but I mean, it's definitely not fitting 9,000.
I think Manhattan might be 500 tops, because we went to ROH there. Remember?
We did. Yep.
And yeah, probably 500 tops. So that's NXT. Well, actually, one more thing. They have also what are they doing for the women's title again? I thought they were doing a match for the women's title. Sasha Banks and
in Japan?
No, I thought they had a match that's for women's title. Or am I wrong?
For what? I'm confused to what you're asking.
For the NXT Women's title.
The next NXT Women's Championship match occurs in 4 weeks.
And what was
do you really want me to give away 4 weeks of TV storylines?
Oh yeah, you don't want to give that away.
Yeah, I don't. I think that would piss a lot of our listeners off.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about spoilers in the show.
Yeah, it's 4. You'll see Sasha defend her title in 4 weeks.
Cool.
So there you go.
So that means we have NXT. We have the July 4th special, and then there's an NXT special on top of it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know when the next NXT special is. I'm assuming it's going to be sometime in August.
So they didn't announce it yet.
No, they have not announced the new special yet.
Okay. Yeah. I remember they announced it in August originally. So, all right. So that's NXT. Dusty Rhodes special. Dusty Rhodes special. I thought it was pretty good special put together. They have some new footage, mostly older footage. If you've seen the DVD Blu-ray, actually back then I think it was still DVD, but that's a lot of what it was. But there's some newer footage. There's a Vince McMahon intro, and there's some very good cell phone, how can I describe it, testimonials or kind of words for Dusty and his legacy and stuff. But it's definitely worth checking out, but it may not be for everyone right away though. But and then the list is kind of like Countdown, except they bring in a lot more celebrities, and what they do is, it's in some ways like Pardon the Interruption, where basically they'll have a topic, and sometimes the topic is a superstar diva, sometimes the topic is a match, sometimes the topic is just something that's going on, and then they'll have just a bunch of people put opinions. They have a lot of the NXT girls actually throw opinions out there, and a lot of the celebrities, and so it's pretty good show. Unfiltered is a really good conversation that Renee Young does, which I enjoy. She had a really good conversation with Seth Rollins on the first episode, and a really good one quite recently with Darren Young. So yeah, definitely worth checking out. Is there any other network shows that really stuck out with you?
Not really, man. I haven't had a whole lot of time to watch anything lately.
Yeah, one show I wasn't a fan of was the Jerry Springer thing.
Yeah, I haven't watched a single one, and I don't intend to.
Yeah, I guess if you've seen any of the Attitude Era, or if you've seen the Attitude Era DVDs, it's pretty much, you've seen it all, largely. It's just kind of, they take various themes and they put them all together in a special, and it's just kind of...
Yeah, if I wanted to see the Attitude Era stuff, I'd go back and watch the product.
Yeah,
I don't need a clip show hosted by Jerry Springer to give it to me.
It's kind of partitioning it in a video package form, but I would probably watch Unfiltered over those three of the shows. One show actually that kind of surprised me is Culture Shock with Corey Graves. You seen that one yet?
I've seen bits and pieces, but I've never seen an entire thing.
Yeah, they're very short. He kind of goes around and he kind of... I just want to think of who kind of did a show like he used to do, that he's doing right now, but it's kind of modeled off of a lot of reality shows where they kind of go to these weird random places that you wouldn't expect, and it's kind of a good way to take a look at the culture of it. He's kind of very well spoken, and they don't last very long, so they're kind of very short and easy to watch. But that'll be our WWE Network discussion. So make sure to like and subscribe on our YouTube.